Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Friday Live. In case you don't know, I am Sarah Chatello from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to be showing you this really cool card I made using the Sand and Sea Suite. And we got three things that all go together here. The Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set, the Seashells 3D embossing folder, and the Seaside Shells dies. And they all work together to make this really cool card. So we're going to be making that in a different color today. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the party I have coming up on Monday. It is the Stamp Into Summer party. It's June 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's going to be so fun. We're going to have so many games and prizes and things like that. So if you want to be a part of that party, you need to join my VIP group by Monday. You can join right 2 minutes before the party starts, but the party is Monday at 7 o'clock. So to join, all you do is there's a link in the description of this video. Just click that and join. And for my members already in my VIP group, I'm going to be giving away a pack of the Genial Gems, and look for a post around 3 p.m. today, so in about 3 hours, on how you can win those. So come over, join my VIP group. We have lots of fun there. We talk, we chat, we have games and prizes for the party, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So to do this card, I'm going to have to flip you around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off so nobody gets sick here. I'm still here. I just don't want anybody get motion sick. I know I get motion sick, so I have to flip to my camera. Hopefully this works. I've never done this before, so let's see. I hope I'm not sideways. Let's go back. Sorry, guys. There it goes. It flipped. Yay. But I am not on yet. Let's see. That. There we go. I just got to fix the... Looks like a fishbowl. Hold on. Let me try one more thing. And then we will get into our project. There, that looks better. And like I said, we're going to be making this card here, but we're going to be doing it in a different color. We're going to be using Melon Mambo for this one. So this one is like balmy blue. And for the shells, if you can see, they're kind of shimmery. I used Wink of Stella on those. Turns out so pretty. So let's get started here. I never did find my comments. I have no idea if anybody's even seeing me or hearing me. All right. Hi, Wendy. I found the comments. Yay. To start with this card, oops, I'm throwing things. We're going to use a Melon Mambo base, and that's my inside piece of basic white. And this is a piece of basic white that I didn't write down the measurements for. It is 4 by 5.5. So first what we're going to do is die cut it. So before we do anything, we're going to die cut. And these are the Seaside Seashells. Seaside Seashell, that's hard to say. Seaside Seashell dies. And you get this beautiful, great big die. And then a couple of other ones to cut out, like the sand dollar and the starfish, the seaweed, the kelp, little clamshell there. So first thing we're going to do is get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the Big Boss, out. And our number 1 platform, the number 2 cutting plate, number 3 cutting plate, our basic white, oops, don't knock over the camera, and then our die. So what I'm doing is I'm just lining this up. It's okay if the top, if it goes off a little bit. I don't want the bottom to go too off the edges there. And you could actually maybe even cut this at 4 1/8. It could probably use a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And then you put your cutting plate on top and run it through. And what you come out with is this. So you're going to take away all these pieces. Poke out, you take a paper piercer, or you take your pick tool. Sometimes you got to poke out the little pieces there, and you're left with that. So let me quickly move this out of the way. And this is kind of more of a more detailed card than you're used to seeing me doing, but Stampin' Up! Likes to coordinate things, but this is the first time to my knowledge that they have a die, stamp set, and embossing folder that all coordinate. I'm not going to put this fully away yet because we're still going to emboss with it. Now at this point, if you wanted to, you could take your stamp set and get the coordinating dies out. So or the stamps out, I mean. That one fits there. That fits there. And this would be great to use the Stamparatus with. That one fits like that. And see what I'm going with that? You could stamp outlines on there. For this one, we're not going to do that. So I'm only using the stamp set today for the sentiment. But I just wanted to show you how that all coordinates. We are done with our die. And put that away. And so now what we're going to do is a little blending, a little color blending with the blending brushes that came out in the January to June mini catalog. So I have two colors here. I have So Saffron and Melon Mambo. And on the other card, I used Balmy Blue and Soft Sea Foam. I'm going to start with the So Saffron. And I'm just going to put my brush right on the ink pad. And I'm going to start kind of at the bottom here. And I'm just going over what would be the greenery. And it's okay if you get it on the shells. We want a little bit on the shells too. I'm just coming in basically the edges here. And I want to make sure that I'm getting it a little bit on the shells because these are blending brushes. So what we're going to do is we're going to blend the Melon Mambo into this. And then there's a little shell here. I kind of want to get more So Saffron on that than Melon Mambo. So, and really this is just where you get creative. It's whatever you want it to look like. So if you're making this card along with me or you're watching a replay and decide to make it later, yours does not have to look exactly like mine. This is where your creative process comes out. So now what I'm doing is I'm just getting the excess So Saffron off of my brush because we're going to take the same brush. And I can see I have no more So Saffron on there. And we're going to go in with Melon Mambo. I'm done with this. I'm going to put it away so I don't stick my finger in it. And the Melon Mambo is a very, very bright color. You see how much that, so we're just going to very lightly go in with that. I don't want to get everything too saturated too quickly. I'm not hardly pushing. I'm just going very lightly. And if you get a little bit of excess ink where you don't want it, you can see I have a little bit there and there. It's fine. The embossing folder makes this very forgiving and it will cover it up. Hello, Tina. I'm glad you can join us today. I'm just blending this out and making sure I really don't have any more white left. And that looks good. So then to clean your brush, all you do is after I'm done here, I'm just going to take it to my kitchen sink, a little bit of dish soap, rub it in with my thumb, and it comes perfectly clean. I set it in my dish strainer to dry. So easy. So here is the embossing folder. I always think of the top as the part that has the Stampin' Up! Logo on it. So we just open that up and you can see they fit in, they line up perfectly. So we're going to emboss that. Bring my cut and emboss machine back in. And this suite was introduced in the January to June mini catalog. The stamp set, the dies, and the embossing folder are all carrying over, and the pearlescent paper from that suite. The DSP, I believe, and the stickers, the Sand and Sea stickers, are the only ones that are not carrying over. So if you want those, you have until June 30th to get them. Or if they sell out sooner than that, you might not even have that one. So I've just lined up my folder. Oh, and I need to move my plates. So for this, I'm using the number 1 base plate and the number 4 plate. And then I'm putting my embossing folder in seam side first, and then a number 3 cutting plate on top of that. And I hope I didn't just move that. I don't think I did. Wait, that's not right. Oops, I don't need the 3 cutting plate. I just need the platform, the embossing folder, number 4. There, that works better. If you ever find that it's hard to get something to go through your machine, don't force it. You're probably doing something wonky like I just did. So once we take this out, you guys, this is where the wow comes in. Look at how pretty and how detailed. And you see where I said I kind of got too much ink there? Completely gone. You can't even tell. So pretty. Almost looks like it's on fire. Tina says she loves the color combo. I do too. I didn't think I would when I was first thinking of it, but I do like how it turned out. Look, almost like a sunset. So let me put my machine away. We are done with this. And then we're going to take our die cut and embossed piece here, and I'm going to go in with some Wink of Stella. I love Wink of Stella. It's a nice way to add a little bit of glitter to a project, and it's not too much. So it's just basically like a marker or a water painter. The Wink of Stella is all in here. You push just a little bit, and I can see if I can show you here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to move it, but it comes out and it's glittery. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the shells. And this, the shell, the embossing of the shell really picks it up. And it just makes it pop. It's so pretty in person. I don't think photos and videos do Wink of Stella justice. And this is one of those things too that for some reason, the Wink of Stella, I don't use it very often, and I don't know why, because every time I use it, I absolutely love it. I think I just kind of forget about it. Then I'll be looking at a card I did months ago and go, oh, I could have used Wink of Stella on that. Why didn't I do that? So there, this is what it looks like. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but that one turned out really pretty. So on these colors, it almost looks like a gold. I'll bring in my other card. Here, to me, it almost looks like a silver. So that's interesting. It just depends on what the colors you use, what it looks like. So I'm going to set that aside to dry for just a minute, and we will put together the rest of our card. So I have my Melon Mambo base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I got the piece here of the Sand and Sea Designer Series paper. Yes. And this is 12 by 12 paper. And I cut this at 5 1/4 by 4. And this is where I got the ideas for the colors, by the way. So there's like Flirty Flamingo, and here's some Melon Mambo, and then the So Saffron. And if you're ever stuck and you don't know what colors to do something, a lot of times I get inspiration from the paper. I look at what colors that Stampin' Up! Has put together in the paper, And I go, oh, I didn't, because on my own, I don't think I ever would have thought of melon mambo and so saffron, but it's in this paper and beautiful. So I'm just going to stick that right down. Oh, and then while let that dry just a minute, I do need my so saffron. Again, we'll do the inside of our card quickly. And I use this little piece of kelp or seaweed or whatever you want to call it. I love the ocean, but I don't know the terminology. So then I'm just gonna do something really simple for the inside of our card. I'm just gonna take, this is 5 1/4 by 4, basic white. I'm gonna ink in, or stamp, sorry, stamp in the corners. And then you have room to write your message there. And then for the sentiment, I use the thank you from the Friends Are Like Seashells. Seashells. This is a hard set or hard sweet to talk about. But I use the thank you. And I've already die cut that out using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So I stamped that in Melon Mambo. And I've already die cut that because I figured we were doing a lot of blending and things today. Nobody wants to watch me die cut a sentiment. So then to adhere our shells, I use just some seal. And this probably would be really pretty too if you use some dimensionals. But for this card, I'm going to use my seal. And then what I did is I took some of our mini glue dots and my paper piercer. And they fit perfectly behind these pieces of kelp, seaweed, whatever it is. Wendy says, that paper, I know. I'm a little bit sad that that one's going away. They carried over a lot of stuff from that catalog, but I was surprised. But then I was surprised by some of the stuff that didn't carry over. Like there's a couple of stamp sets. I thought, wow, that's got to carry over. Nope, it's going away on the 30th. So get them while they're hot. And you just want to kind of hide your glue dots behind it. You don't want them showing or sticking out and accidentally adhering to something. There's one more there, and that should be plenty. So I just line it up with the paper, and it is okay if it sticks over the edge a little bit. And push it down, and then let's go ahead and put our inside. And then I did take some dimensionals, which I'm almost out of, so I have a edge here of a dimensional. And I accidentally cut the back of designer series paper. I thought it was basic white and it wasn't, but nobody knows that but me and everybody watching now. Looks the same. So then I just kind of, what I did was found like a bare spot where I could put that. And then to finish up, we're going to add some oval rounds. Oh, if I could find them, where did I put them? Nope, over here. Sorry, I thought I had them out. I guess I don't. I know I have some. I don't know where my oval rounds went. You know what? We're just going to open a new pack because I usually, oh my gosh, you guys are right in front of my face. Oh my goodness. Friday, everybody. So I have 3 left, which is perfect. I do have to open that new pack. But we're just going to take 3 and just kind of randomly place them around the card. Again, I kind of picked bare spots. Throw that away, and that is our finished card. So which one do you guys like better, the balmy blue and the soft seafoam, or the melon mambo and so saffron? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to join my VIP group for a chance to win those genial gems and to party with us on Monday night. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you all next Friday. Talk to you later. Bye.